We make it cool to be so.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. With Kobe Bryant, he's a player, guys, that you just love to see go to work.
Seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, he's perfectly willing to be the hero, or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
And you know what, Steve? We also have to talk about his shooting. I mean, the fact that he copes with tight D better than anyone is something to make note of. His percentage stays the same, and if he's wide open, he's automatic.
And the Wizards head back to Washington after today's contest. They've been picking up some steam, and if they can play this well all season, they'll be in excellent shape.
And they can get themselves into a great position in the season series by winning this game. They already won the first one, 2 more to go after this one. So they'd be assured of a split at the very least if they can get a W here.
And Steve, you figure if they win the first 2 games of the series, they're most likely going to do better than a split. I mean, they can take the first step toward that tonight.
He's got a nice stroke from long range, and you know he's not likely to pass up those opportunities when he gets them.
Bradley passes to Rondo. Fast break, here they come. Here's Little General, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
Man, they should be, Kevin. That was one elaborate finish.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. We went over the matchups in tonight's game, and when we came to Nene, he told me, now there's a player. You just don't find big men with that kind of body who's that light on his feet. I don't know if it's his soccer background, but the way he moves, it's awfully tough to stay between him and the iron. Guys, that's the goal, but we'll see if they're able to make it happen. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Washington shooting their first free throw tonight.
Well, one of the highlights last season, this team shot the ball extremely well from the stripe. Huge factor.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Celtics ball.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Rondo dishes to Bradley. No good, unable to end this run.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Here's Little General. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
The Celtics shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The free throw drops for Rondo. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Miami Heat.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Bradley kicks to Rondo. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. And you look at the Little General, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line.
The pressure is always there when you're at the foul line. It's you in the basket. You're all alone. But the really good free throw shooters are the ones that can knock them down at a high rate. And this guy's on.
Oh, ridiculous.
Tore it down that time.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Washington.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Well, let's take a look at where Boston ended up, Kevin, last year in the league rankings. 11th in blocks, 14th in steals. And they were in the top half of the league in field goal percentage as a team, and part of that was due to the fact that they were a little inconsistent offensively.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The drive by Rondo. Watch. Okafor with the rebound.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Here's Little General. Great D that time from Green.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. Still can't quite get anything to fall after 5 tries.
Gets it to go. And 12 points for Little General.
They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
Bradley passes to Rondo, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Celtics ball. 17 seconds.
Kobe against Bradley. He kicks to Rondo. Five on the clock. Knocked away. Rondo is doubled. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Charlotte.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands the whole time.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out. They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive line.
Here's Little General. He's got 12. And it's Okafor off the drive. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Shot's good by Blash. Wizards leading by 11. Here's Little General. Back to Nene. No good. Nice D from Landry. Rondo off the pick from Blotch. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
For Washington, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Nene, the screen. Goes up off the pick. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Bradley dishes to Rondo. Bradley kicks to Rondo. Goes up on the high post. And again, it's Boston converting. Washington's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Okafor with the screen on Rondo. Off the pick. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Carl Landry.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
Celtics making a switch here. Sellinger's checked in. Rondo, no good. Washington leading now by 13. Here's Little General. 12 points for him. Okafor with the screen on Rondo. 6 to shoot. And Okafor slams it in. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but take that one to the bucket.
They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Wizards making a switch here. Seraphin's checked in. Here's Rondo, and easy 2 points on the layup. Rondo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I'll tell you what, post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Here's Nene, and he dunks it down.
Well, I'll bet his teammates love playing with him. He's distributing the ball perfectly.
Well, he keeps everybody happy, and you know what? The assist numbers don't lie.
Bradley passes to Rondo, and here we go. The Wizards fast break, and laid in to finish the break.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Sullinger dishes to Rondo, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
To the middle, deflects the pass. Watch with the steal. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Leads him in there. The open shot by Rondo. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
Yeah, his passing is just a thing of beauty, guys. He knows where his teammates are on the floor at all times. And the moment one of them frees up, he seems to hit them in rhythm for an easy basket.
And the other thing about him is...
Here's Little General. 12 points for him. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Taking a look at the Wizards. Webster and Nene, they're the forwards. Kobe is out there with Little General. And it's Okafor in at the 5. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Little General in the last game against the Heat delivered quite a performance. He finished with 63 points and really orchestrated the offense as well as he piled up the assist totals. It was a performance for the ages and one that will have the whole league talking.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
Nene, the screen, to the paint, up off the screen, and he comes off the screen and slams it through. A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
Here's Buckner. Just 5 to shoot. Trying his luck deep. Washington with the rebound. Last time they met was in Washington.
Now, the last meeting was a successful one. They were very sharp defensively, causing a lot of turnovers, and that swayed the game in their favor. Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Celtics trail by 18. The pass to Bradley. To halt the run, he lays it in. Bradley's got 4 points in the quarter. What an easy win for him last time. As Steve mentioned, Clark, the turnover differential was a major factor.
Yeah, I call it disruptive in a word from the defensive standpoint. They were all over him the whole game.
And slam dunk by Nene.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous, stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Deflected. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And Kobe throws it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And Washington making a change here. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. Number 1, the Wizards.
They were the highest scoring team last season for a reason, Kevin. I mean, nobody found a way to effectively slow down their offensive production. And everybody tried a lot of different things, but this team is so balanced and so versatile and so unselfish, it's hard to keep them from putting points on the board.
Celtics trail by 20. Rondo with it. 12 points for him. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Seraphin. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. The shot's good from Little General. Little General's got 14.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Bradley kicks to Rondo. He dishes it to Sullinger. Back to Rondo. Nice ball movement by Boston. Watch the pass to Green. Guarded by Porter. 5 to shoot. Post shot. The shot is off. And it's Washington the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. They set the pick. Little General the pass to Seraphin. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Rondo drives in. Bradley kicks over to watch. Shot to end this cold run. Excellent D there from Little General.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Backing down is Bryant. Misses off the right iron. Boston's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Rondo with it, now guarded by the Little General. Rondo kicks over to watch. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He hits the second from the line. Wizards leading by 23. Here's Little General. He's got 14. Nene with the screen on Rondo. Great communication on the alley-oop.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
Now Bradley. 20 points for him last game against the Bobcats in Charlotte. 6 on the shot clock. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
And checking out some numbers for Kobe Bryant. Great year for him last year. 18th in scoring. And he was very solid from the foul line, closing out the year among the top 20 in terms of free throw percentage.
And you know, Steve, as you said, he showed tremendous scoring ability last season. I mean, he really deserved this spot as a top 20 scorer in points per game.
Here's Little General. He feeds it to Kobe. Fades back. Another one falls for Washington.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Here's Rondo. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Rondo's got 14 points.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Throws it up high. And Seraphin throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Rondo dishes to Butch. 14 feet away. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Nene with the screen on Rondo. Into Nene. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Really an extraordinary game for Nene. He has 17 points and 1 assist. He's a one-man wrecking crew out there.
No, they have no answer for him at this point.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. And so Nene nails both of them.
How about the job they're doing drawing contact and giving themselves opportunities for free points at the line?
My kind of basketball, Steve. No frills, straight ahead, physical play.
All alone. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It's on Rajon Rondo.
I like that. Attack and create the contact.
Very nearly had an and one opportunity there. Good aggressive move.
The Wizards have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And the Wizards making a change here. Booker's checked in. And both free throws good for Beal. 1:49 left in the first half. The drive by Brooks. Pass to Rondo. Another steal. Here's Little General.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Come on, are you kidding me? The reverse windmill? Man, you got to have some serious nerves going to that finish.
So he just couldn't help himself. Clark had the space, has the hops, why not?
Oh,
Exactly.
If I could do that, I would too, fellas.
Here's Wallace. Gets the 14-footer to fall. 1:07 left to play here in the half. Here's Little General. He's got 16. Makes the lead pass. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Chance now to check out the Washington Wizards' upcoming schedule. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Some really good games going on today. That Charlotte one especially.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Boston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Humphries the pass to Brooks. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's Rondo. He's covered closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the foul. It's on Brandon Bass. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. There's the pick. Little General the pass to Booker. Cannot hit. Nice D from Bass.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Rondo kicks to Bass. Back to Rondo. Off target at the rim.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Wizards out front, running away with it. We'll have the start of the third quarter for you shortly. But first, it's the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Today's a day to honor our nation's heroes. It's Veterans Day, and this is the NBA Halftime Report. Washington leading against the Celtics in Boston. They've yet to lose so far this season and are looking fantastic in this one, too. Some nice plays so far from Little General. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can...
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to the lovely and historic city of Boston, Massachusetts. It's been a clinic from Nene.
Pretty much all throughout that first half, he was just taking care of business down low. In fact, he had several dunks.
Well, Steve, there's been no defensive effort or resistance down low when he gets the ball in scoring position. That's why he's making it look so easy.
At the 2 and 3, it's Avery Bradley and Jeff Green. Carl Landry is out there at Blatch, and it's Rondo in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. The Wizards have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12, and he makes the first. Both free throws good from Little General. And Boston has possession. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
You know, that Atlanta game has a lot of attention on it.
Green against Nene. Green kicks to Bradley. Outside Rondo. Another steal. Little General the pass to Kobe. And he jams it with authority.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Rondo, no good.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Little General the pass to Porter. Clock at 6. It's collected by Blatch.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Green with the ball. Now Okafor defending. And it's Rondo penetrating. And the jam by Carl Landry.
He really is a high flyer, guys. Kind of rare for a power forward, but he needs it because he is undersized.
Here's Little General. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Little General. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
Look at his teammates. They're just shaking their heads. I mean, he must have told them to look out for that one.
Shot's good by Blatch.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Little General. He's covered by Rondo. Little General, and the basket good. Little General's got 22.
I'll tell you what I love about him, his ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong, even with defenders hanging all over him. He continues to finish at the basket.
And you also can't say enough about his stamina. I mean, he has a non-stop motor, always turned up and turned on. And even playing at that speed, it doesn't prevent him from playing big minutes either.
The drive by Rondo. Another shot. And again, it's Andre Blatch. Blatch has got 9 points.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Good.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Bradley dishes to Rondo. He passes to Blatch. Working on Okafor. Soft touch off the glass. Landry's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Here's Little General. He's covered by Rondo. Tipped. It's stolen by Bradley.
Boy, the kind of moment you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Kicks it to Nene. Rejected by Landry. It's off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Porter passes to Little General.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just one three-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Bradley kicks to Rondo. Passes it to Bloch. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist in this one. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Little General. He's got 24. Renee. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And Little General gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Emeka Okafor. The Celtics have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Now here's Rondo. He's tightly guarded. And that one's good. Rondo's got 18 points.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
Shot by Seraphin, no good. The Celtics have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Kept alive. Little General, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And Washington has possession. Wizards shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go. Little General's got 11 in the second half.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
It's tipped. Bradley dishes to Rondo. Celtics passing it around. And Sullinger kicks to Rondo. Bradley kept alive by Boston. Rejected by Seraphin. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the block shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Washington.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Brandon Bass is checked in for Bloch. Wallace comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Marshawn Brooks in for Rajon Rondo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
Bradley passes to Brooks. Bradley dishes to Sullinger. Shot clock at 6. Bradley fires from the wing. The shot is off. Nice D from Little General.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And you know, last game, guys, he shot very well from the stripe. Made a nice contribution there.
Yeah, he sure did. Turned in a really nice performance.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Porter. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Kobe. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. And you look at the Little General, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, Rajon Rondo. He's another guy that knows how to get the ball to his teammates, Clark, in places that make them successful.
Both these guys, such terrific distributors of the basketball a season ago, always finding open teammates, and that's why they were near the top of that list.
And a look here at the Wizards, how they ranked in the NBA last season. 1st in scoring, 1st in assists, and they were also number 1 in steals. This is a very aggressive defensive team. They take chances, they gamble, but because they're on the same page, they're able to come up with steals more times than not.
But when you get down to it, I mean, the identity of this club is that they score the ball. Number 1 in the league, they have so many ways to hurt you, and that seems to inspire them with confidence every single game. Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Now here's Brooks. Bradley kicks to Wallace. Wallace left side, misses off the left iron. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Little General. Brooks covering, and Seraphin throws it down.
Beautiful dish down low.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Boston Celtics. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Nelson's checked in for Washington. Brooks against Beal. It's Ariza on the wing. Ariza, right side. The dish to Nelson. And Jared Sullinger pulls it down. Sullinger's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That is good. 10 points for Avery Bradley.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Down low. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
Olenek, he's checked in for Boston. Well, the Celtics shooting it beautiful here in the third, 56% from the field. Brooks dishes to Bradley. Olenek sets a screen for Bradley. Here's Wallace, and the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Wallace has got 6.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Little General, the pass to Booker. Here's Little General, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Brooks outside. Bradley. Brooks kicks to Bradley. The open shot by Brooks. Nelson with the rebound.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Here's Little General, guarded by Bradley. Good on the shot. 32 points for Little General.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Bradley dishes to Brooks. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
And it's Bradley with the rebound. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Wallace slams it in.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Washington's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. There's a screen. Little General, the pass to Ariza. Here's Little General. Wallace covering. No good from Little General. The Celtics shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Brooks. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Little General. And yes, sir, that one drops. Little General's got 18 points just in the second half.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Bradley drives in. Wallace drains it from beyond the arc. Wallace has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, it took him a long time to get that three-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
Here's Little General. He's got 34. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Wizards running away with this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way.
Coming up this Thursday.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Rondo with it. So on the floor for Washington. Little General in at point guard. Nelson is out there with Trevor Booker. Then it's Maynard, and it's Webster in at the small forward position. The offensive rebound. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
At the line for the Celtics.
And he knocks down the first one.
He'll be at the line shooting 2.
And he makes both free throws.
You know, even though they're down, they're putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
Little General, the pass to Booker. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
The drive by Brooks. Pass to Buckner. No one near him. Washington with the rebound. Nelson's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Little General. Fires the three. No one. Here's Rondo. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Brooks kicks to Rondo. Out to Brooks. From deep. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 5 here tonight.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Here's Little General. He's covered by Rondo. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. It's on Rajon Rondo. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Celtics. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Brooks dishes to Rondo. Ball stolen. Feeds it to Maynard. That's good.
And the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
Brooks, the pass to Rondo. Out to Brooks. Lets it go from deep. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Wizards have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Little General. He's covered by Rondo. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Wing shot on the way. It's rebounded by Booker. Booker's got 5 rebounds tonight. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Little General. Brooks covering. Just 5 on the clock.
Oh, that was awesome.
Look out below.
Is there a dunk contest judge in the house? Because if so, this guy's trying to impress him.
Those kinds of dunks are reputation builders.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he just gave this crowd their money's worth, that's for sure.
Wizards making a switch here. Serafin's checked in. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Buckner. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Brooks. To end the run. But they get it back. Here's Buckner. Defended by Rivers. Power down with both hands.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some strength there, guys.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Little General, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Little General's got 41.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Brooks kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Buckner. The feed to Rondo. Wide open. Rebound, Washington. Serafin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Olynyk dishes to Rondo. Pass to Brooks. He kicks it to Olynyk. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Olynyk's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
And the pass to Maynard. He passes to Little General. He dishes it to Maynard. Webster. Offensive rebound. Here's Little General, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And here we go, the Wizards' fast break.
And that 4th foul might force him to scale back the aggression defensively a little bit. He does not want to pick up number 5.
Talk about great numbers for Little General. 43 points and a ridiculous number of steals. He's given them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
Well, he's been so active on the court at both ends and really playing a nice game.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Outside Rondo, back to Brooks for 3, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists here tonight. They set the screen, and he's going up for the alley-oop, and Serafin throws it down.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days. And poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
Takes the 3. The shot's good from Little General. Little General's got 50 points.
Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away. Boom.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Boston has possession. Brooks, the pass to Rondo to stop the run. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Booker. Booker's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From past the arc. No good from Little General. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. And here's Rondo. Brooks outside. Olynyk. Back to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Another steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. And the basket by Webster.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly. No defense for that.
The Celtics shooting in this 4th quarter pretty dire at 27%. Now here's Brooks, defended by Maynard. Brooks misses.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Washington's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Little General. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Little General's got 56 points in the game.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
The drive by Brooks. Look from Rondo. It's rebounded by Booker.
Looks like he's lost his focus a little bit. Not playing well in this quarter.
Plays it up and banks it in. 58 points for Little General.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
They get the rebound. The drive by Brooks. Outside for Rondo. Pass to Buckner. Brooks right side. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Webster. Brooks from outside. Again, the miss by Brooks. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Little General. Brooks covering, and it's blocked. They get it back. He feeds it to Maynard. The second chance effort. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Celtics ball.
Boston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the 4th. Rondo drives in. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Nothing's going right for him right now. He's kind of lost it here in the quarter.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
16 seconds on the shot clock. 16.
Washington's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And the crowd immediately letting the officials have it after that whistle.
A very unpopular call there.
And Little General gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And it's Rondo penetrating. That's good. Rondo's got 20.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Oh, trying for it. Passes it to Little General. Trains the three-pointer.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
Yeah, and that's fine as long as you're making them, but make sure you don't start launching bad shots. That's a problem.
The finish.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Tries from 10, and the shot is long.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question, and that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Kicks to Seraphin. Rebounded by the Celtics. 59 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Brooks dishes to Rondo. Back to Brooks. Boston, no good that time either.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Here's Buckner. Back to Rondo. A step-back shot here. Hits the bucket. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Little General. 17 seconds left in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Ariza. From deep three-point range, the shot is off. From mid-court, no good. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Little General.